Hello ladies and gentlemen of the interwebs, welcome to another video here on Food Chain TV. So you want to learn how to make a seafood boil? Well, you came to the right place. Check this out. Let's talk equipment. So you're gonna need a big pot. Alright, then you're gonna need a propane burner, assuming you're doing this outside, which normally it's tradition. And you're gonna need fuel, in this case propane. Next thing that I've done here is I filled it halfway up with water and turned on the flame. You'll also notice that the first thing that went in there were the potatoes because they'll take the longest. Next up, you'll put in a whole bunch of salt. Now, if you don't know how much salt, just do a little by little and keep tasting the water, but you basically just want to make sure that the water is salty. Okay, there's not really a science to this. You don't have to go for any particular percentage of salt. Just make sure it's pleasantly salty. Next, I'll add a couple of baggies of spices. And now I'm going to add my corn. So the corn and the potatoes go in first because they take the longest. And once your water comes up to a nice boil, just cook them out for 15 minutes or just until the potatoes start to be almost fully cooked. So you can't do a Floridian seafood boil without some beautiful Gulf shrimp. Look at these plump juicy things. I also have some nice smoky andouille sausage. I have these beautiful cold water lobster tails, a whole bunch of snow crab, and about 5 pounds of sea scallops. And we keep following that rule, whatever takes the longest goes in first. So as far as the seafood is concerned, these lobster tails are going to take the longest because they're the biggest and they have the thickest shells. So those go in first, and I'm going to cook those out for 8 minutes before I start adding other stuff. Alright, now that 8 minutes has elapsed, I know everything else is going to take pretty much the same amount of time, so I just start adding it all in. So in went the snow crab. Now I'm putting in my Gulf shrimp, those nice scallops, and now I'm going to grab my paddle and just give it a nice gentle stir and wait for that water to come up to a boil again. Now you'll notice that I didn't put in the sausage, and this is because the sausage has a lot of fats and oils. And what happens when you put the sausage in first is they actually coat the seafood and they won't let the seafood absorb the flavor in the water. So you want to do the sausage at the very last minute. Otherwise your seafood is not going to be able to absorb a lot of the flavor from the spice mix that you put into the water. Now you're going to bring this up to a boil again and cook it out for another 10 minutes. Alright, so now our 10 minutes has elapsed, and the very last thing I'm going to add in here are those nice andouille sausages, and I'm just going to put them in there for a couple of minutes just till they get hot, and then this thing is ready to serve. Oh yeah, this seafood boil smells delicious. Alright, so I'm going to finish it up here and we're going to start scooping it into the pans to feed our hungry guests. Now a really important thing here is you want to get yourself a really nice scoop. Okay, I like my scoop because it's sturdy, it's metal, and it's perforated so it separates the seafood from the water really easily. At this point you can throw those spice bags in the trash, you won't need them anymore. And you want to serve these with a whole bunch of lemon wedges. I like to serve them with horseradish, curry mayo, remoulade sauce, cocktail sauce, and of course a lot of drawn butter. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and as always I'm going to ask you, if you want to help me make more videos for you, please hit that subscribe button and give this a like. The more subscriptions that I have, the more time that I can spend making videos for you. Until next time, this is Chef Christian saying, happy seafood boiling to you.